Hey folks, and welcome back to our channel where we break down the latest in finance, crypto, the economy, and the occasional governments. Today we're diving into a juicy topic as the Fed just quietly admitted that gold is replacing the dollar. Yes, that's right. And could this spark a Bitcoin explosion up to $500,000 per Bitcoin? Grab your tinfoil hats and let's get right into it. All right, first things first. Bitcoin has blasted back up to its all-time high of around $70,000, thanks to a wave of new spot Bitcoin ETFs that are hitting Wall Street. Even Goldman Sachs is calling this a big turning point for Bitcoin. But here's the kicker. Former billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya, I don't even know if I got that right, is predicting that Bitcoin could completely replace gold, potentially shooting its market cap up to $15.7 trillion. Yes, that's trillion with a T, folks. Just let that sink in. Imagine your grandpa suddenly fading into retirement with gold coins and trading those in for Bitcoin. That's where we're headed. Gold bugs? Oh, hold on, we got you. Brace yourselves. So let's talk about gold. Historically, gold has been the go-to asset for preserving wealth. But the Fed now openly discussed how central banks are hoarding gold, like it's the last can of beans during the apocalypse. We're seeing this. It's a seismic shift. Central banks are all over gold right now. Meanwhile, Joe Biden is probably somewhere trying to remember where he left his cup of coffee, while the real action is happening in the gold and crypto markets. It's right in front of our faces, you guys. Oh, Joe, maybe it's time to retire to a quiet place where you could forget things in peace. Now, according to the Fed, global central banks bought over 1,100 tons of gold in 2022 alone. That is a huge ton of bling. Gold prices have been flirting with all-time highs, and it's clear that many are turning to precious metals as a hedge against the dollar's decline. I know I have. I know Greg has. We talk about it in every video. So what's this mean for Bitcoin? Well, Chamath thinks that countries will start using both of their local currencies as well as Bitcoin. He said, why does one crappy currency when you can use two? Why use one? Let's use two. So that's like saying, why we have one terrible president, why can't you have two? And I'm looking at you, Joe, and I don't think there's a great leader out there for us right now, but we pulled fun, Joe. Now, he continues to point out that Bitcoin's past performance after halvings has been nothing short spectacular. We're talking about potential prices of $500,000 per Bitcoin by October 2025. Now, if that happens, I might just be buying my own island and this channel will be shutting down. Who's coming with me? Seriously. Bitcoin halvings are like a weight loss program for your wallet. Every 4 years, it gets slimmer and you get richer. So if you're not in Bitcoin, take a look at it. Now, here's where it gets really spicy. The Fed has admitted that countries are shifting towards gold. They even released a report detailing how some nations are diversifying away from the dollar. Now, this very small group of countries represents 3 billion people, and that's 37.5% of the world's population. So yeah, it's not exactly a small group. That was kind of a joke. Meanwhile, Biden's over here trying to remember if he put on his pants this morning. Now, there's priorities, right? Everyone's got priorities. The Fed's report found that global central banks and finance ministries held nearly $12 trillion foreign exchange reserves at the end of 2023, with nearly $7 trillion of it composed of US dollar assets. But here's the kicker. World Gold Council data shows that global central banks purchased over 1,100 tons of gold in 2022, like I previously reported, and they maintained similar levels all the way through 2023. Let's not forget the economic backdrop here in the United States. The U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has issued a dire warning about the $34 trillion U.S. debt pile. And according to Bank of America, the U.S. is adding $1 trillion in debt every 100 days. This isn't monopoly money, folks. This is real debt with consequences. We're going to have to face them. Now, maybe Biden could take a break from his daily nap and address this, but I seriously wouldn't hold my breath. He doesn't seem to be doing much about anything right now. This debt debasement is one of the key reasons why assets like gold and Bitcoin are gaining traction, and not just here, globally. People are looking for safe havens, and with the dollar's purchasing power declining, these alternatives are becoming more and more attractive. They're sexy investments right now. I have exposure to both. Now, let's dive a little bit deeper into precious metals in particular. Gold has always been the king of hedges against economic instability. We talk about it all the time on this channel. Its price is affected by various factors, including geopolitical tensions, inflation rates, and now the shifting sentiment towards the US dollar. Think of gold as that reliable old friend who never fails you, unlike some presidents we know. With central banks buying gold in massive quantities, the price of gold has been on an upward trend. 2022, gold prices flirted with $2,077 per ounce. It's no wonder that as fear of economic collapse looms, investors are flocking to gold. We're trading much higher today. But what's fascinating about the potential for Bitcoin to join gold in this role is that Bitcoin's limited supply and increasing acceptance as a store of value is making it a very strong contender. If Bitcoin's market cap does reach gold's $15.7 trillion, we're talking about a monumental shift in the financial landscape. And again, not just here, globally. Let's get into the Bitcoin ETFs for a moment. The approval of these ETFs by the SEC has been a game changer. It's like Bitcoin finally got its college degree and it's ready to take on the world. And unlike Joe Biden, it's not going to forget where it put its keys. These ETFs have made Bitcoin accessible to a broader range of investors, driving up demand and pushing the price even higher. We're going up as I film this video right now. I just checked it. Analysts are predicting a blowout year for Bitcoin ETFs, partly because of the weakening dollar. Now, this accessibility to this is crucial. It means that more people can invest in Bitcoin without needing to navigate the complexities of buying it, storing it, Coinbase, wallets, all that kind of stuff that you've probably heard about. Now, this could lead to a significant increase in Bitcoin's price as more investors jump on board. So what's the main takeaway here? Well, we could be on the massive brink of something that's just a huge catastrophic shift. Gold's making a comeback. Bitcoin's poised to explode. And the dollar, well, let's just say it's not looking so good right now. Keep your eyes on the markets, folks, and maybe start thinking about diversifying your portfolio. Who knows? We might be all Bitcoin millionaires by 2025. You never know. If you want to add gold to your portfolio, there's a link below. Greg and I both did. We put it in our retirement. Stay healthy, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.